Sometime last week, we were all woken with the news of Steve Jobs' demise. Now, if you use an iPad, iPhone, anything, then you've probably heard about Steve Jobs. And what struck me when we all heard about his demise was everybody thought, oh man, this guy went too soon. And I thought about it, that someone who started a company from passion, somebody say passion. Oh, come on, say passion as if you have passion. Passion. All right, now you notice the difference. First I said say passion, you said passion. Then I said say passion as if you have passion. You said passion. Did I ask you to shout? No. Now guess what? Whatever you do with passion will always get the difference, will always make a difference, will always be a difference. Whatever you do with passion will always stand out. In business, you cannot afford to be namby-pamby or just plain ordinary. To be set apart, to be successful, you've got to go the extra mile and you've got to stand out with passion. Now, just the same way passion is visible, something else is equally visible. It's called lack of passion. So I can tell when you're dressed up for work in the morning and you're going to your office, when just merely looking at you, I can tell whether you're passionate or not. Just listening to you pick up the phone, I can decipher whether or not you're passionate. Ask the person beside you, are you passionate? Are you passionate? All right? I'm going to show a few quotes from Steve Jobs, and there's a video I want to show you in a few seconds, but just stay with me, okay? He says, and I'm sure you may not be able to see, but I'll read it out. It says, remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the biggest choices in life. Now, let me ask you a question. If you knew that tomorrow, God forbid, was going to be your last day, do you think you'll do anything differently? Yes. You think so? Yes. Do you think that you would be bothered about what people thought about you? Do you think you would care that people didn't like you? Or you would care that people did? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Would those things bother you? Would those things be important to you? Now, let me help you understand. You're not going to die at the age of 100, and even though, yes, we all aspire to die gracefully and all that at the age of 100 or so, you're dying right now. Every day the sun goes up and comes down, you have one less day, and you're one step closer to where you're going. Does anybody understand where I'm coming from? Every time you breathe in and you breathe out, you're one step closer because you're one breath short. Now, I notice some people at the back are holding their breath. And if you hold your breath, you tend to die faster. You know what I'm saying? Right? But every moment you live is -1. So you've got to be able to ask yourself, is what I am doing worth my dying time? Because you're dying for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're dying for what you're doing. You're dying to listen to me today. I'm dying to speak to you. You're dying to watch Manchester United beat Arsenal. No apologies to any Arsenal fan, right? But is what you do worth dying for? Because you will never get those moments again. Does anybody understand where I'm coming from? Ask the person beside you, is it worth your dying time? Is it worth your dying time? So Steve Jobs says, because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You're already naked. There's no reason not to follow your heart. Somebody say heart. Somebody say passion. Now, just in case, let me just say it again. Let me replace the word heart with passion. There is no reason not to follow your passion. Stay with me. He says, being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night, saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Do you wake up in the morning and by the time you're going to bed, you feel like, whoa, it was worth it? Or do you feel that, it was just another day? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future I cannot see. Que sera, sera. But you notice that line, it says the future I cannot see. So if you don't know what the future is, how do you know you're going to get there? Stay with me. He says we don't get a chance to do that many things. And everyone should really be excellent because this is our life. Life is brief and then you die, you know? So this is what we've chosen to do with our life. We could be sitting in a monastery somewhere in Japa. We could be out sailing. Some of our executive team could be playing golf. They could be running other companies. And we've all chosen to do this with our lives, so it better be damn good. Is what you're currently doing with your life, can you suggest and say, you know what I'm doing with my life, it's worth it? Because you will never get those moments again. Are you with me? Now, I'm not here to sound morbid or make you conscious of your sense of mortality, but then life is short. And we got to work it. I want to show you one more thing. Okay, this is there. He says, your time is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Stay hungry and stay foolish.